Like if you have, let's say you have $10,000, right? This is capital gains 101. I'm not a lawyer, not a professional, not a anything certified. I'm a person on the internet, and I believe that anyone should be able to say whatever they want on the internet. So the 50%, right? Let's say you invested 10,000 and you made 20,000. Like your bag was sitting at 20,000, right? And then you sold the 10,000 worth of profit. So your initial was 10,000 and you took out 10,000 of profit. You owe tax on 50% of this. You see? This one, I now pay my tax, my whatever bracket I'm in, I pay it on this. So you just get to automatically keep half of it, which is great. But then you pay where your tax bracket is on that 5,000. That's how I understand it. So you might be like, yeah, you might be 30% tax bracket. So then on 5,000, right? 30% of 5,000, you're going to owe 1,500. Okay? $1,500, which that is great. Like that is how, like I'm cool with that tax system. I like that. I make $10,000 in profit. I will gladly go and give 1,500. That's how, like 15% is great, right? 15%. It basically works out to 15% of your gains because you're paying on half. Yes, always good to store 30% away. These days, you got to take 50% off the top. You are only liable to get taxed once you turn it into fiat. No, that is wrong. You are on swaps. So if you have, okay, watch this. We're back to the drawing board right here. So if this, let's say this is your initial, right? This is your initial investment into, let's say, XRP. This is your initial 10K. And now let's say you actually just make 5K right here, right? So this is your profit. Okay. So you're up to 15,000, right? But now you swap that 15,000 into Bitcoin. So you go XRP to Bitcoin because that's possible, right? XRP to Bitcoin. You owe on your profit still. So you just made a swap. You disposed of an asset. So as soon as you sold that asset for another asset, you owe on that money. So you better be taking out some fiat because they want your damn tax money in fiat. And that is a major issue, is that you can't pay taxes with cryptocurrency. So you have to go and trigger another tax event, right? You're going to go and trigger another tax event because now, let's say, boom, you got 15K total in BTC now, right? So now you got 15K sitting there, right? But you made a swap. How do we draw like a big boy line right here? Boom. No, a red one. Boom. Right here. No, it's too messy. You made a swap right here. Okay? So it's tax event. Instant tax event. This is the annoying part. This is why I hate like crypto a little bit, is because, or this part of crypto. So you got the 15K, but now you now have to sell. You got to sell like what? Some amount of BTC into fiat dollars to pay government in taxes, or in fiat, right? So you got to still shave that off. What else do we got? Managed to work up to, yes, it depends your income and some other stuff. Research for your specific area. Block report, absolutely, bro. You have to research this because I'm just explaining what we have in Canada and US kind of, right? But how does my country IRS know that I have crypto even if it's a stable coin? Dude, the blockchain is even more transparent than regular currency. So they know. Have you ever KYC'd on an exchange? Have you ever held up? Have you ever done this and held up your ID and did a selfie and submitted it to them? Because they got you. That's where they got you. Right? You don't want to evade taxes, bro. Stop evading taxes. Don't evade taxes. Just pay it. Just pay it. They know you have it. Because any money that goes into that exchange, you're out there smiling with your ID or not smiling, looking all weird in your camera, taking a selfie to verify. And all the exchanges are sharing that information, that KYC information. And all they do is plug your wallet into one breadcrumb tree and they can see everything you've done. It's insane. So yes, we're cooked.